my Ireland, oh, I'm coming home. Though I roam, sure my heart never left her. O'er the dark rolling sea, she is calling to me. Oh, I'm coming back home to Ireland.
Céad míle fáilte, 100,000 welcomes to Irish Paint Magic. First of all, I want to sincerely thank each and every one of you for inviting me back to your homes. Because of the enormous response we got from our last two series, I've been asked to do another series. So I want you to come up here with me for the rest of the next 30 minutes. And I'd just like to explain, I have a 24 by 18 canvas here. And what I've done, I'm going to cover all the top of this with liquid white and all the black part here with liquid clear. Now this is black gesso, and all I've done was just covered the white canvas with the black gesso, just like this, and then covered it all down until all the bottom of the canvas was black. So I need now to make this slip and slide. It's too dry. So I just go into liquid clear, sparingly, and a lot of you would want to watch this now because you're putting on too much liquid clear. And the liquid clear is a very good friend of yours. It will make your paint slip and slide, but if you put on too much, it will only run down the canvas and destroy your paintings. That's nice and slippery, and this will nice and slip all around. Now what I want to do is do the same with the top, and without cleaning the brush, I get some liquid white, and again do the very same with the white part of the canvas. Cover the top of the canvas with liquid white. Again, quite sparingly, don't put on too much. So first of all, I go into a little bit of black. A little bit of black. Not much, because it will spread out. It will spread out on the liquid white that we just put on. Now this is an excellent black, and it seems to be a good formula on it. I think there might be some red in that black, because it's a lovely black, and it's very, very suitable for Ireland. And as you know, all these paints and mediums are now available in Ireland, and they will make your life very, very easy as an artist. And if you look at the old program, you'll see where you can purchase them. It will come up on the screen later on. And also you'll notice on the screen all the colors you need. You don't need a whole lot. There's only about 10 or 12 of these colors, and you can do anything you like with them. Now I'm going to come right down here over the old trees there, and just darken the other bit. All I'm using is black now. I have no blue in this at all, just the black. And I know some of you will be giving out to me because, oh, you shouldn't use black and on its own. But this is different. It's a different system. And this is the canopy up overhead, and now I'm coming down, and I'm going to introduce a little bit of blue, but very, very little. Very little. Whisper to it. Now, that's all I'm going to do for that much. So I just get myself a fan brush. I'm just going to go load plenty of paint on it. Plenty of paint on the fan brush, both sides. And come up here now with onto the screen. Up here onto the top of the paint. And I'm going to push the brush up against itself, like so. Just push it up. And concentrate on the top of the cloud here, up there on the top. Don't worry about the bottom. The bottom will disappear down into the liquid white and that grey that's in underneath. And just tap it up and talk to it and say, please, Mr. Canvas, take the paint off of the brush. And again, as I had said in the two previous series, and just push up now. Don't go to any great detail at all here. And let the bottom of it blend down, then down into the horizon there. And then say to yourself, stop it. With the 2-inch brush, just puff that up slightly. very slightly, like a whisper, and go across it very gently, very, very gently, and stop it at that. And now I want to get some white. I want to create the illusion of trees away, way, way in the distance. So I get some white, a little bit of blue, phthalo blue. Not too much very strong blue this is. A little bit of crimson, just to tone it down a bit. Get it to go down, small bit of black. And don't be trying to bog yourself down wondering how you can get this colour and get that colour. If you want a dark colour, like a grey, just black and white, and if you want a lighter grey, put a little bit of white to it, and if you want a darker grey, put a little bit of black. It's the same with all the other colours, don't confuse yourself. Now, that's fine. I go back now to my fan brush. I work the fan brush into that colour, both sides. I didn't clean it now, the white was on it from the sky, but it doesn't matter, and I can push both sides. Now, well load it and come back up here to the canvas. And I'm going to keep the brush on its edge. It's faced upwards now, like so. And just tap into the canvas. Plenty of paint on the brush. And just create the illusion. The reason these are blue now, they're going to be very, very far back. Very far back. So you don't want any detail at all in them. No detail. Another one, just turn it over and create the illusion that way. And again, just tap into the canvas. The canvas will take the paint off of the brush. There's a nice spring in the canvas, nice spring on it. And again, another one. And leave it go at that now. What I need next is to create another colour that will push that back even further. I go to create a darker colour to push that blue back. So I'll use the same blue. I get a bit of sap green, I go into it, into the same colour, and black. And that will tone down that green, make it dark. And the reason is that we're just coming that little bit closer. No other reason. Now, that's a dark green, there enough. And that'll do fine. And again, now I go back to my fan brush at this stage. And I load that fan brush with that dark green colour. Load it pretty well. And again, I come in front of these trees, but I'm not going to kill all of them. Make sure that some of the blue will appear through. Don't smother all the blue either. And I'm turning the brush on its side now to fill in a lot of this here. Now these are evergreen trees, and they have their colour the whole year round. And again, put in different ones, different levels, because they grew at different times, and some of them got more light than others. And they grew better, okay? So don't go to a whole lot of detail. It's still a long, long way off. And I am not killing all that blue I put in before. But I'm going to fill this in quite dense down here on the bottom here. Quite dense. Over this side. Done. And quite dense in there. Now I'm just going to highlight those a little bit. Not a whole lot. Just a little bit. There. Just the base of that. Cad yellow. with the dirty brush. Now I didn't clean the brush at all yet. With the dirty brush into cad yellow and push into it, pull it out flat, and just push into it, and you'll get that ridge of paint up here. Push in until you get the ridge, and then when you pull off, that ridge of paint will be on the brush. There it's right up on top of the brush. I can see it on the monitor. That's an excellent shot now. So come on up to the canvas now. And just before I do that, I'm going to cut into these trees, just to line them up. Just with the knife. No great detail. And pushing here and there. A lot of this is going to be all covered up again, so don't worry. You won't cut a hole in the canvas. Just push in. It gives the illusion that there's three chunks there. And now just pick an odd tree and put a few little highlights on it. But don't flood it completely. And then just continue on. There's another one. And another one here. And continue on down that way until you have the desired amount that you think you have enough on. And all along. But don't kill all the darks either. The dark is your friend. And then it's time to say stop. So I'm going to say stop and leave it at that. Now, with the same color and the same brush, I'm going to pull right across here to create the illusion of a field at the base of those. I'm going directly into the 1-inch brush now and just picking up black on its own. And I'm going to come up here and cover all the bottom of that canvas with black. With black. And that's all covered there now with black on the bottom. So with the same color, I'm just tapping directly into the black. And I'm going to come up here and just tap into to create the illusion of bushes. And again from this side. And that will push all the other the field and all the other trees way back. And that's fine. Cut that across. Now, with the 1-inch brush, I will also go into yellow ochre, Indian yellow, cad yellow, all together. Maybe a little bit of white splatter on the brush, but it's just to thin it out slightly. And again, I have all these colors here, and I go to push in again with the brush to get that ridge of paint. So I'm pushing in, and that ridge of paint is on the 1-inch brush now. So I come up here and just put a few little highlights on those. Just a few. Here. Just a few. Nice little color there. Nice and warm. And again, over here. And now I'm going to leave it at that. And with some titanium white, and a little bit of blue, just to blue it up a little bit. Now, very careful of this, very careful. Don't want it bright. Putting a bit of black into it to tone it down. I don't want it too bright. A little bit of black, tone it down. A lot of you people are mixing your colours with blue, putting an awful lot of blue on Irish waters and skies and that. You know, we're not in Florida, we're here. Here in Ireland, and we have, you know, we have a lot of overcast and that, and we don't need tropical. So I'm just going to come in here, and I'm just going to get the illusion that there's a stream or water coming out of there. All these strokes now are horizontal. And here, I can just, if I want to, I just pull over and create the illusion of a waterfall there by just pulling over on the canvas. Back in here. And again, now this is pretty well toned down. Not at all very bright. I don't want it bright. That's fine. Just wash the old brush this time. And I want some grass and things to come down here. Cad yellow, sap green. Lots of it. Don't be afraid of it. And pull this down to meet the old river there. Pull it down to meet the old river. Put it out there on the base. On the other side, cad yellow, sap green, yellow ochre, a little bit of Indian yellow, small bit of red. And we just come in slightly there. Just to create the illusion that there's a bank holding in all that stream, that little river there. And again, level that off there with the fan brush. I'm just using all the fan brush now. Now I've got to wash my fan brush. I wash it with just white spirit. And you can get odorless thinner. These are all available. You'll conceive. Just watch the end of the program. You'll see where you get all these. Now with the 2-inch brush, I'm just going into a little bit of white and that darker color. A little bit of white and that darker kind of grey color. Just going to pull down here very gently right across the base of that waterfall. Very gently. Don't want it too dark or too bright. And go across it and talk to it. Please sit down into a shimmer. I want it to look a little bit watery there for me. A little bit watery. Without going to any trouble at all, you can make water like this. Only use the liquid clear that's inside. Now, I'm back again to the fan brush. A little bit of white, a little bit of the dark color, and I'm going to force the bristles up against itself at the base of the waterfall. Just like so. Make the noise. If you make the noise, the paint jumps off the brush much better. And again, just pull across that. Maybe a little bit of a highlight there. Whisper to the canvas, talk to the canvas. And along here, just along there. Now I'm going to go back up here to, with my filbert brush, going to make up a little bit of white, a little bit of yellow ochre, just tone it down slightly with a bit of dark sienna. Don't want it too bright. And that's fine. Now I'm going to get some Van Dyke Brown, there. Bit of Van Dyke Brown. And I'm going to thin out the Van Dyke Brown a little bit. And I need just tip into the white spirit with the, I'm just enough white spirit that gets on the knife. You don't need a whole lot. You don't need a whole lot at all here. Actually, you use only the white spirit for cleaning in this system, because with the mediums on underneath, it's tinned out. It will tin the paint as you're working. It's called a wet on wet system, and it works very well. And if you make a mistake, you just tap it and it'll go away. Just talk nice to it and it'll go away. You don't have any problem with it. Now I'm going into the filbert brush, and I'm going to double load the filbert brush, both sides, both sides, well loaded, both sides, well loaded. And one side I'm going to tip on the other colour, the lighter colour. So I have dark on one side and I have light on the other. Dark and light. So I'm going to come up here onto the canvas and create some little bits of stones, and I just go to twitch the stones off some up here by just turn the brush just slightly. Don't go to any great detail or trouble about it at all. Over this side, just a little twitch. Talk to make the noise. Make the noise, they'll fall off for you. Right around the corner there. At this side, just to hold that waterfall in. Just to keep the old waterfall in. And this side. Down in there. Back again. Maybe a little one here. Now I'm not going to overdo that anymore. I'm going to leave it. At the base of those stones now, you just want to pull them out. Just wash the old brush there for a moment. Just want to pull them out at the base and ask him to sit down. Please sit down, please. Very gentle, talk to them. Please sit down, Mr. Stone, into the painting. I like the stones to sit down. Everybody wants the stones to sit down. And just go into the base of them, and don't worry. Down here, right into the base. And just pull at the base. Don't do any more, just pull out at the base. And there. Now get yourself a knife and a little bit of liquid white. And you can cut into it. And you could just go at the base of those stones and cut into them as well. And they will sit down if you talk nice to them in your Cork accent now. Make sure you practice your Cork accent. A lot of people are practicing a Kerry accent, but those all Kerry fellas, you know, they're only good at football. They're not great. They are. But they're trying it. Not too bad. It's not too bad. I can't give out about them. I spend a lot of my time down there. When they hear I'm in Kerry, they run me out of it. Says I'm trying to get all their football secrets. And we have a great Cork team this year, and we're going to talk to them all this year. Now, up here, right in under all the stones, but don't overdo this now. Get a little bit of a sparkle in the water here and there. Way down into the bank, and then control yourself. In under the base here. So I'm going to put away my palette, and I want the camera to come close up here. I have a little surprise for all of you. And I think I should have left the door open, because if it doesn't work, I'm going to run. So I'm going to ask you to come up here. And I have here this covered with contact paper. And I'm going to pull it off, nice and slow, nice and gentle, nice and slow, and nice and gentle, all around. And I know you're giving out to me now, but what am I doing in the name of God is that Cork fella doing? Well, what he's doing is, this series is we're going to paint all around Ireland, every bit of Ireland. And here we have the map of Ireland. And when I come back for the rest of the series, it's a 13-part series, I'm going to paint above in North Antrim, over in Sligo, in Galway, in County Clare, down here in County Clare, down in Kerry, and Dublin, let's not forget the Dubs, and the real county in Ireland of Cork. And here's a sample of the paintings we're doing in this new series, Series 3. And the The background music will be the Dublin City Ramblers, Ireland, My Ireland. And until we meet again, Gora Míle Maith, Slán Leat, and God bless you all, my friends.
Ireland, my Ireland, oh, I'm coming home. Though I roamed, sure my heart never left her. Oh, the dark rolling sea, she is calling to me. Oh, I'm coming back home to Ireland. Ireland, my Ireland, oh, I'm coming home. Though I roamed, sure my heart never left her. Oh, the dark rolling sea, she is calling to me. Oh, I'm coming back home to Ireland. Ireland, my Ireland, oh, I'm coming home. Though I roam, sure my heart